Amanda Vargas, reporting here live from Baumholder Germany. And it's crack. Is it autofocus? I can't see. What's that back there? Get ready. If I say move the basket, why would it be okay to leave that bag a hanger? Get ready. So if I go like this.
You just move.
I know, relax. Is this gonna work? Hi, my name is Amanda, and we are a family of 5 living in Baumholder, Germany for about over a year. We got here March of 2022. So 2 years into the pandemic, where restrictions were lifting stateside and also abroad. So my goal is to give you some tips to help you all on your way when you come here to Baumholder, Germany. So biggest tips. My husband, who is a service member, is an E5. So we took that into consideration as far as what our income's gonna be so that we can have a budget. It does not matter what rank you are when you move here or anywhere being in the military, it always costs money. So we did get a DLA, which is a dislocation allowance, and we also did a pay advanced. We used those for incidentals and as well as car rentals. So we rented a car when we were still stateside. When we were in Baltimore waiting to fly out, we stayed a week there because we are a family of 5 and, you know, we need the room. So we went ahead and did a car rental. We also did a car rental while we were here in Baumholder waiting for our car to arrive. Some people opt to walk. Your sponsor can give you a ride to and from where you need to be, but we were a family of 5 and we didn't really want to be like cooped up in the house and whatnot. We wanted to have the flexibility to take the kids outside, take them different places, or just getting groceries. So I want to say the first 3 days we used a taxi service, and then towards the end, which basically my husband got his driver's license for Germany, then he was able to get the car rental. So that was a big plus for us. So another big tip, EFMP, do it ASAP. The sooner, the better. As soon as your service member gets on assignment, go ahead and schedule EFMP. Don't wait till the last minute. Turnaround time is different. 2 weeks, 4 weeks. We waited the full 30 days and like 31 days, but we got approved. So do it as soon as you can. The passports. There's no fee passports and there's tourist passports, and I think there's another passport. Daniel TV also has a YouTube video explaining that. Our situation was because we were so close to leaving, we knew that we could secure tourist passports faster than the no fee passports. So when we went to reassignment, they drew us up a memo explained that we were in the process of getting our no fee passports, that we had our tourist passports, and you know, they dropped this memo. I can't remember exactly what it said, but I know it also had serial numbers that tracked the passports as well. By the time we got to Germany, our no fee passport was waiting for us in our PO box. So there's that. Okay, another thing too, get copies of copies of copies. I know that sounds crazy and it's not something I want to necessarily promote, because Germany has taught me to be very green. You know, we make sure everything's recyclable and, you know, being mindful of litter and, you know, your carbon footprint. But one of the biggest things that we learned is that he needed copies of his orders, other important documents. So it was just, make sure you have copies. One big tip is we did a carry-on, you know, a decently small suitcase of like board games, colored pencils, coloring books, sticker activity books, and a projector. So before we left stateside, we got a projector from Walmart. It was like 30 bucks. and it was a smart projector. So you project it on the wall, and it already has like all the buttons and functions of a smart TV, favoring Roku. When we had nothing in our house, so stateside, and our household goods were gone, we were just waiting to check out and leave as far as going to Baltimore. We had a projector, and they were still able to watch their shows, their cartoons, and it kept them entertained. It was something to do. Then when we got here, we did not have our TV yet. Our household goods were not here. We were not looking to buy another TV because we already had two, and for my family, that was more than enough. So we had our projector, and so we still had the smart TV function. We could even hook up our Fire Stick to it, and we were able to watch what was going on, you know, in the news. The kids got to watch their cartoons, and it was a beautiful transition, because if the crayons and activity books and coloring books was not enough and the board games were not enough, we had that option. We also packed our Nintendo Switch, and yes, you can play with the projector too. So it was a perfect addition, like cheat code to like traveling. And again, it was very smooth. Okay, so big tips for housing here in Baumholder, Germany. I cannot speak for townhouses, but I can speak for the stairwell on Wetzel. First floor is golden as far as taking in groceries, getting kids in the house, just general accessibility. And then obviously heat rises. So where it could be warmer if it got into the 70s outside because you're at the top floor, it's still cooler on the first floor. We do have AC units. We had two. We lost one. However, my husband got a protection plan for an extra $50 and they reimbursed us. We just followed the whole procedure as far as how it works, the protection plan that we bought through Assuron, and we were able to be reimbursed. The only thing we lost was the $50 for the protection plan. So we did not, you know, lose out. Another thing is screens on your windows. Sometimes you get apartments, the windows that they don't have screens on them. Self-help is your friend. Self-help will give you the screens that you need for your windows. They usually ask you what building you are so that they can make sure that, you know, they give you the windows that have like the correct measurements, I believe. And they're like the sticky ones. They're like the soft, you unfold it and you stick it on. So that's one thing, because when you have your window open overnight, so you can trap all the cool air in and to have it throughout the day. Sometimes bugs get in. I don't like bugs, but I also don't like killing bugs. So it's something to think about when you get here. Another thing that self-help provides is all your painting tools and the paint. They have a selection of paint already, and they just encourage you to use that selection of paint. Not for uniformity, I just want to say that, but because chances are you're not gonna have to paint it back because it's already in their catalog. So sometimes they leave it or they repaint it, but it is at no cost to you. So that's one thing I want to stress. But if you speak to the person at self-help, which we had the joy of speaking to, he encourages to say, get what you need. We want to make sure that when you are here, you turn your house or stairwell into a home. So that's why I always encourage different colors of paint, because I don't remember having that at my last duty station when we were stateside. Our biggest challenge in stairwell housing was like storage. Again, you make it work. So some items that are like winter and fall, even decor for like the holidays, sometimes they're vacuum sealed, sometimes they're in our storage unit downstairs in a bin, and that's how we make it work. And every time someone hits a growth spurt or it's a new holiday, we rotate everything out, and it's just like a rotation process. I would say a good chunk of the girls' clothes is probably like vacuum sealed, sitting at like the top part of their closet. How we did it as far as the girls, we had more than enough room to give them each a room. The girls, we asked our girls if they wanted to. They opted for no. So what I did was I ordered a triple bunk bed, but I ordered it while I was still stateside, and I didn't open it. I just had it shipped with our household goods. So when the household goods came, they put the box for the triple bunk bed, and my husband built it in the room. It opened up an extra room for a gym for my husband, and then it gave the girls a toy room. So it worked out. We made the most of our space, if you will. Another tip is to not wait to get linen, towels, and curtains when you are abroad. Get them while you're stateside. Get a suitcase and go to like Walmart and get all these things. If you want to coordinate colors, I stress that too, because the PX and the BX, it's whatever colors that they have. You cannot get like different colors. Now, people do wait until they're here and order on Amazon.de or Amazon.com, which is fine, but sometimes it's better when you're already here. And I say that because the time that we got here, the days were running a little bit longer. So it would be like 9:45 p.m. and it was still broad daylight outside in Germany. So that's why I stress getting the curtains ahead of time. They have these clips that you can get from the PX and the BX. So BX is in Ramstein, PX is over here. Now, we don't have a yard. It sounds so depressing. We don't have a yard. Like, it's not like we don't have personal space, but we have space. I'm very fortunate in our building and all 2 stairwells. We know all of our neighbors. We try to do things together. Someone, opens up a grill and we always bring food to grill. So, it works. So they're not challenges. It's like adjustments. So if you're coming from stateside, which we did, there is a considerable amount of consolidation that you need to do. Once you consolidate, great. Consolidate one more time. I say that because with our stairwell housing, we have built-in shelves and drawer space. So the furniture, the dressers that we had in each room, we didn't need. We end up giving it away for free on the Buy Nothing page. Shameless plug again. And I say that because the Buy Nothing page, there are people PCSing all the time. There are people who are always spring cleaning, getting ready to ETS, and they're getting away stuff by the troves. And it's very active. So it's not, you're looking at 5-6 different posts about free things, whether it's on Smith, even Vetzel too. Even cooking appliances that it wasn't that they weren't going to work over here, but we just knew maybe they weren't going to make the trip, and just to go ahead and purchase them here. So unaccompanied stuff, I have friends who unaccompanied, they did their whole kitchen. So they have their kitchen stuff early, and there are people who didn't do that. So we were one of them. We just sent our coffee pot and our air fryer, and then everything else we bought like kind of standby and whatnot until our stuff came. So another good tip that helped us adjust very well was Facebook, actually. So I did not have a Facebook. I made a Facebook so that I could get into these groups and pages, and they have it for anything. So again, I touched on the Buy Nothing page. They have 2 other free pages. They have the general marketplace, so you can buy or purchase items, gently used items on post and also off post in the economy. Most of like the thrift store, the commissary, the USO, the library, the gyms generally have a Facebook page that they're very active on. If there is a situation where they're not active on it, there's usually a worker or an employee that's posting on a Baumholder like main page, giving new hours or events that are coming up. Because when you come here, not everybody can travel within their first year being here. And sometimes you're not able to travel the whole entire time that you're here for whatever reason, and it's not always financial. Sometimes your service member is off, but you're not off of work, or vice versa, or the kids are in school, you know, or you're sick. Like, there's a lot of different things, different reasons, and everyone has their own thing, but there's always events going on the Smith. Most of the programs and buildings are. The other thing is they do have, it's like European travel page, and they will organize tours in different parts of the EU, and then some, from as early as the summer all the way down to like the holidays. And it's a coach bus. You pay your way and you hop on the bus. There's like more stuff on that, but they have options for you. I just wanted to say that big tip because, you know, if you want to travel but you don't have the means to travel, the military offers the opportunity for you to travel over the weekend. You may have to get like a pass, like your serviceman may have to get a pass because of like the mile radius, but it's something to consider. So ultimately, what to expect when you're here is to have a great time. I cannot stress that enough. Have a great time, travel within your means. Don't try to, you know, bankrupt yourself. These things have been around since I was a kid. I lived here as a kid, and the same things are still here, and I lived in the 90s. So have a great time, make the most out of your stay. Baumholder is a small community, tight-knit. They're always making sure something's going on. They have a Rhinelander club. They have it's called a tavern, and they have events going there, whether it's bingo, karaoke night. They're making burgers and pizzas just because. Sometimes they have a salsa class going on there on Fridays. So there's something to always do, and you'll always have a great time. When you are coming abroad, you know, you're on assignment, you're traveling with your family, you definitely get that checklist. It helps you keep you organized. So thank you, Daniel TV, for giving me the opportunity to be in the Spouses Spotlight. And I'm still here in Germany, so if you find me, ask me questions and I'll love to answer them. And you know, all that jazz. Okay, so you gotta come around here and put we lived here. Oh no, that's not good. But you see the old squares moving around, and I kind of like the kids in the background because you know what I'm saying. I do have a family. Now it's a focus on my forehead. It's a focus on my face. All right, now you go to the back. Okay, now you can press stop. Can you stop? Baumholder Germany for